from you guys?
Memorabilia?
Yeah.
Like,
Can I get some Hillary Clinton memorabilia? You know this is going on YouTube, right? It's supposed to be nonpartisan.
No, we didn't know.
Let me see here. Donald Trump, crossed out on the back. You're registering people to vote.
For Republican and Democrat. Yes.
But you're not, though, because look.
What?
Let's see the front.
For the Democratic Party.
I'm going to take one of these.
You can't let go.
I can have one of those. It's okay. It's going on YouTube. It looks more suspicious that you won't give me a Hillary Clinton. Can I have one, please?
No, this is something else. It's
No, it says Hillary Clinton. I've seen it.
It's a commitment to vote.
It's okay. This is going to be going online, so don't worry about it. I'm part of an investigation here.
Don't worry about it.
It's okay. The Donald Trump sticker's right there.
Don't get there.
I'm not going to touch you. I'm just investigating here. So stop worrying.
That's a commitment to vote for Hillary for people.
Stand up. No, stand up to Trump.
Yeah,
This is going on YouTube. This is in Las Vegas, people. It's supposed to be nonpartisan.
No, you're not.
Registering. Yes, you are.
You registered a Republican.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So that's.
But that's okay. You still have Donald Trump on the back there.
Doesn't matter. I'm working for the Democratic
You're not.
Party.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. You're not supposed. You're supposed to be nonpartisan. You can't put anti-Donald Trump stuff on the back. Let me have the Hillary slip.
Bye.
Let me get a Hillary
I'll
slip.
give you a call, okay?
Here, let's get her license plate too, guys. This is going on YouTube. Oh, she's not even Nevada. She's from California. Wow. There you go. I work for Donald Trump. This is going to be going to him. And I'm also filling out paperwork with the state.
Okay, so my co-host and I want to talk about an interesting occurrence that you saw at the front of this video. Illegal voter registration.
Yeah, I find it really funny how the opposite side, they love to say that voter fraud is non-existent. We live in a perfect paradise world. We live in a happy imagination land where this never occurs.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine if this were Trump supporters doing this, having like a Never Hillary sign or Never Hillary shirts and hats and passing out memorabilia like that and just trying to sell it off? You know?
Oh, it would be on national news right now.
Oh yeah, it would be, God, dude, it would be blown all out of proportion. It would be just.
Trump would have lost 5 polling points.
Yeah, it would have been. It would be the front page news basically.
Yeah, it would. But you know, the sad thing is, Democrats do this all the time. I mean, if you live in a city, come this November, you're gonna see voter registration drives occurring. But if you look carefully, you know, look at tax records. All right, around the areas that they do this stuff. They typically do places like Walmart that allow people to come in and set up voting booths.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the tax records, you'll find that they typically only set these things up in low-income areas.
Definitely.
Who are traditionally low-income voters going for?
Yeah. Magic word is Democrats.
Exactly. So a lot of these organizations, these non-profit, non-partisan organizations that do this voter registration are selectively registering in geographic areas which are beneficial to Democrats, which then leads to the question, why are minorities corralled into certain areas?
Very good question you brought up. You know, it's just I'd be honestly, if I was I'd be insulted by this, to be honest. It would be like an insult to my intelligence. It'd be a blatant gathering of minorities.
Yeah.
You know, to be used as a tool for their political agenda. I'd be deeply insulted by this.
Yeah, it seems to me they make pitches to minorities all the time to pretend to be their champions, while on the other hand suppressing them, keeping them where they're at, keeping them in these low-income areas, so that they're all in the same area, particularly cities where there's high city concentrations. And then, lo and behold, election time, voter registration drives.
Yeah.
It's a grand scheme to get as many votes as they can in municipalities with a lot of people.
Yeah, and like they get a lot of these last-second voting. It to me, like sometimes it just seems like, listen, hear me out. I'm all for educating everybody on the voting process. It should be their right. It should be their right to be able to do this freely as part of their liberties. But it's also, on the other hand, well, I can't speak English right now. On the other hand, it's kind of weird. They just grab somebody in some of these places last minute, like especially like on voting days or close to it,
Yeah.
and they just yank them. Hey, you want to vote? And you wonder what they're kind of implying. Hey, you might need to vote for this candidate right here because he kind of represents you.
Yeah, they're bringing less engaged people into the political process. Now, I've always been of the belief that a healthy political system lets people opt out. And here's what I mean by that. Do you really want somebody voting when they're totally uninformed?
Yeah, exactly. It's just it's scary, quite frankly.
Now, I'm not saying set up some kind of test, but if they're uninterested, don't make them interested.
Yeah,
And that's why I'm also against mandatory voting.
here's the thing. Yeah, is it really their vote? Is it really their decision? If you highly influence it, is it really their choice?
No. And if they haven't had time to form these opinions and really think about it and engage, like you and I do all the time, we discuss this stuff all the time for the fun of it.
Yeah.
I mean, no one can say we're unengaged voters.
Yeah, definitely. And and to go back to the video, it's blatant favoritism. I mean, she has an anti-Trump paper with her. I'm pretty sure she's getting paid by the Clinton Foundation. And here's another thing. Don't quote me on this. I'm going to look this up later to fully verify this, the exact amount. But I think approximately 10% of the money going to that foundation is actually going to charity.
Yeah, it's funny. Why aren't they in Louisiana now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, where's the money go? Yeah, where's the money there? They for all the money they got, they could help a lot of those people.
Yeah, but they don't, because it's not really a charity. And then the email scandal's getting worse and worse because we now learn that Hillary Clinton, as Secretary of State, if you were a Clinton Foundation donor, you were twice as likely to be seen by Hillary Clinton.
Oh yeah, definitely. And think about it, there's more emails to come.
Yeah.
So there'll be more information about, there might be lots of names of higher ups in this foundation who are hiring these people to work for her, her soldiers, basically Clinton Foundation soldiers.
Yeah.
To do her bidding.
Well, get this, over half of the people that got an audience with Hillary Clinton while she was Secretary of State, Clinton Foundation donors. Over half. And this is verified in emails that we've recovered.
Yeah, so we have factual evidence here. Wasn't Hillary writing all these emails? I mean, what's your excuse? I mean, what are they going to come up with? She didn't really mean it like that. She was.
Well, actually, yeah, that is the prevailing excuse. That it's harmless. She didn't actually do any favors, but I mean, to me, if I can't get in to see her, let's say I was an advocate of some Tea Party group.
Yeah, good luck.
Let's say like a wealthy foundation that was, organizing for the Tea Party. I couldn't get in to see her.
Heck
Even
no.
if I was somebody.
Yeah.
But if I, left a generous donation in the basket of the Clinton Foundation, lo and behold, I have an audience. That is a favor.
Yeah. That's blatant political favors right there.
Yeah.
And I'm right now, as we're doing this, I'm trying to think of how many people who've done favors for her in return, for something. If she were to get elected, would she look out for them too? I'm also thinking right now, how many people are on her payroll? Because the Clinton Foundation has millions and millions and millions of dollars. It makes you wonder how many soldiers she has in every state doing schemy, slimy things.
Now, here's another question, to bring up with that. All right, the Clinton Foundation is a charity that does all these wonderful things, right? What wonderful things?
Yeah, you never really see.
If you're listening to this video now and you've benefited from the Clinton Foundation, I'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, please prove us wrong. Please shut us up. Please, in the comment section, please, this is so and so. I got this and that.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're like some Ivy League professor and they donated 10,000 books to the school's library, something.
Yeah, something from it. It's just a.
I challenge you to find a place, and I'm sure they do some of it. I'm sure they do some of it just to cover their bases, just enough to look appropriate.
Yeah, they're crafty.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's some things there, maybe. There might be like a photo op. But look what I did. Made this
Yeah.
library here. Named it after me. I don't know.
Yeah.
It'll be a future polling station. Yeah. But anyways, in this video, we just basically want to highlight, the great
Corruption.
the great corruption that we're going to face. All of us, we're going to face this. Many people can be manipulated by this.
Yeah, and I challenge anyone out there listening. We're about to see a lot of voter registration drives. If you come across one, ask them who they represent. Find out who they're there for. There's all these nonpartisan organizations doing it, but if you look hard enough, we may be able to find partisan ties.
Definitely, that's a great question to ask them. And me and my co-host here, we're going to do some investigate. We're going to have our own little investigation in the future on this.
Oh yeah, I plan on bugging these guys and finding out who they represent, and if we can get a name of who they represent, we can go from there.
Yeah, Google's your friend. We could trace enough, and maybe we'll find WikiLeaks that will find sort of thing. Maybe WikiLeaks will help us do the work, most of the work for us.
Yeah, it's. But anyway, yeah, we encourage everyone to do their part, call out corruption wherever you see it, and let's put a stop to this nonsense.